So I got this issue with the mirrors I've discussed previously. The weights inside it have come loose. Some guys buy new mirrors. I'm hoping I can fix them. So I got this stupid rattle. Gonna have to live with it. So here we go. Butler Peak on a V-Strom with bald tires. And hey, why not start out in some sand? Bald tires, man. Awesome. Yeah. So I wanted to do this video because I am just blown away at what this bike can do. And I'll give a shout out to one of my favorite vloggers, Ryan F9, man, because he had a Strom back east in Canada, and I know he did some pretty cool stuff with it, and I'm really impressed. And I can't wait to see what happens when I put on my new Shinko 705s next week. But as far as dry traction, I mean, this thing has not been disappointing me at all. I've got, seriously, the stock trail wing, and it's just down to the wear indicator. It's telling me, you know, you're gonna have to put a tire on this thing. And so with no tread, I'm just blown away. Again, I'm blown away what this bike can do. And okay, I'm not being aggressive or anything, but who cares? Like, you start going fast, especially on a big heavy bike, that's when you're gonna start breaking things, right? That's when you're gonna get punctures, or especially on a bike like this. Like, this doesn't have spokes, it's got cast wheels. So you start going super fast and hit the wrong rock, you're gonna bust the wheel. And I don't want to do that. I'm up here to enjoy myself and let this machine take me all over the places that I couldn't normally go. And again, this isn't anything crazy, but this also isn't just a normal fire road. To me, this is what an adventure bike is for. I know guys with more skill than me, they can take something like this all day long, probably even single tracks, but you know, I don't really think a bike this heavy belongs there. If you do it, you enjoy it, you're good at it, more power to you, man. Hats off. I think that's freaking awesome. I didn't find it to be a whole lot of fun. To me, and maybe when I get better, I'll change my mind. Maybe for you guys that disagree, it's because you're better than me. I don't have a lot of experience. It's been a long time since I rode dirt bikes when I was a kid. And I'm having a blast, by the way. I mean, this is a ton of fun. I'm not worried about getting a speeding ticket, pulled over or something, or getting hit by a car. I'm just out here. If I crash, it's going to happen. I'm not going to get very hurt. You know, a couple stitches, call it a day. And off at this speed really isn't a big deal. So I really enjoy this. And to me, like, this is an adventure bike, man. Like, if the road gets worse than this on an adventure, maybe you don't really need to be there. That doesn't sound like an adventure to me. That sounds like, you know, the kind of places you take a dirt bike, plated or otherwise, and, you know, there's shorter distance little places like that, shorter trips. If you're actually on a big adventure ride, how many people are going over anything more crazy than this on a big adventure ride? I don't think too many. To me, this is an adventure ride. You get somewhere, and that's what I did. You know, this was an adventure. I hopped on my bike, I went to the store, I got a tent, and a sleeping bag. Threw some clothes in a bag. Luckily I grabbed my trusty camera and just started riding. And the first night I just camped on the side of the road because I didn't really know any better what to do, and then I found a spot and I just been hanging out exploring. And to me that's an adventure, and that's an adventure bike. And you know, this isn't as capable as a lot of other bikes. I also have an Africa Twin, which is clearly built with a different intent in mind. But to me, this thing does all the stuff I really wanted to do on that Africa Twin anyway. And I mean, this thing's a tractor. We're cruising up this mountain, 2,000 RPM. I don't know this camera angle yet. I'm not sure if you guys can see the dash. But you know, I'm in second gear, like $2,000, just putting up this hill. And this little Vstrom650, man, I say little, right? That's how big engines have gotten. Somehow now a 650cc bike is little. I remember my first CBR 600. People thought it was nuts they were doing that. Now it's like leader bike or nothing, right? So this thing's just motoring along. A little slower up here. Braking thing. Again, sorry about the mirror. It's driving me nuts too. I probably get a lot of thumbs down just because of the sound of that stupid clicking. You know you're watching my video though, you'll be hearing this clicking sound. You're like, oh, you're watching that guy. Really frustrating, but I'll fix it on the next ride. This is good, man. Different terrain, sand, rocks, ruts, hills, roots. She's just taking it like a champ. And I'll say it again. I'm new to this. My dirt bike days were a long time ago, and that was only for a few years as a kid, so I won't even say I was that great of a dirt bike rider. I'm not like one of these guys that was really intense, and especially like the new guys doing backflips and all that stuff. I mean, I just rode it around and had a good old time. So this really is new territory to me, so if I'm picking bad lines, yeah, I'm sure I am. I'm just kind of going with it. Like I said, taking it easy. These big old rocks will easily cause problems for my tires, or worse, take a nice chunk out of my cast wheels. So again, that's why I don't get too crazy, because I don't have spoke rims. And that's why I say this is about as adventurous as this V-Strom ever needs to get. And I imagine most guys don't even do this with their V-Strom. A few people, it's a few exceptions obviously. But I guess I wanted to show that it'll do it. It'll absolutely do it. No problem. And I guess at the end of the day, you say, well, it's a motorcycle. Right? If you got the ground clearance, I mean, as long as you're not going really fast, I don't even really think suspension plays that big of a role on this, because you know, your suspension has to keep your tires on the ground when they're bouncing around real fast. I don't know, at these speeds, even if I had stiffer suspension and if I got the tires weren't really contacting as much, I could still do alright. Alright, nice and slow again. allergies are getting to me. I don't see, is the peak coming yet? Where is it? Oh, there it is. See if you see it in the frame at the top right. There's where we're going. I don't think it was this sandy last time I came up. I think this has dried out even more. I've been up in this area the last week, and it hasn't rained except once. Sometimes I wonder if I need to be standing up. I get nervous. There you go. You saw me checking out and sitting down. I always want to put my feet down when it gets like that. Especially, I'll be honest, I like to see that in replay because I didn't know which way to go. Even here, I'm like trying to pick a good line. Either there's no bad ones or there's no good ones. I don't feel like any one spot looks that much different than any other spot. Maybe I can get someone to critique my lines. I should have been up top here. Whoops. Well, that's embarrassing. Uh-oh, slower traffic ahead. He's just crawling. Thought I was going slow. Wait a sec for our buddy to go. That was nice when we pull over even though we're here. Maybe he just parked there because he knew this was the top probably. We are here. Welcome to Butler Peak.